Oh, okay. That's me. That's the office code. That's my public ID, my BRE number. If you want to change any contact information, this is a place to change. Okay? If you have a website, your phone number, whatever you want to input it right here. So those are, when every time they pop up, it's your listing, then they will, actually put those information accordingly. So you can probably still tell them and say, what's the sequence you call? Agent, the text message, or agent email, office number, something like that. Those are, once you input, they will generate it because depend on which office you belong to. Yeah. I guess we cannot have an aircon yet. I always, turn on the fan while I'm sleeping. Open the window, turn on the fan while I'm sleeping already. Getting hot. Yeah, it's getting hot. Summer is coming. So those are the information you put it in. And if you have any designation, you can certainly mark it right here if you're a member of any designation, on this, okay? And once you change it, don't forget to save it, okay? Since I didn't change it, so I cancel the input. Otherwise, you submit member. So you are submitted, to your own information. Okay. And this is a place you put in the photo. So when people find you through your roster, they will know who you are. So this is a place you can put your own photo. Did you know that you can put tons of photos here? I don't know why they will even allow you to put, while you keep on changing, 74 photos. It's like our, listing. You can put total of 75 photos. I say, I think it's one photo is good enough. It's only me, I don't really need my activity photos here. But I mean, you see that? You can upload 74 photos. So those are, as an agent's photo. You put your own photos here. So those are the image upload certification. It has to be you. You don't put someone else or your pet's photo, okay? It has to be you. Because those are, for all the professional agent, they will look at your profile and it will pop out with the photos. Okay. So it come out this page. On the top, listing. You can add new. If you have a new listing, then you can add and say, okay, I have a residential or residential lease or residential income. Or if you guys doing a manufacturer in park, that's a mobile home. Or land, vacant land. Commercial sales, if you have any commercial property for sale, from building to motel to office to a retail store, business condo, everything. But I mean, put it this way. If, let's say, if you have a 10 units income property, where are you supposed to put 10 units? I would still put it on the residential income because I know the 10 units, 5 units and up is considered commercial property. But if you put it on a commercial, people will probably thinking about you getting your warehouse, all kinds of stuff like that. They didn't quite expecting, on the income property because we do have a residential income. It's not like other listing because if you look at LoopNet or CoStar, they all strictly commercial, so they doesn't matter. You put everything. They depend on. They have a income property category as well, but those are when you put it over there, income property, it got to be 5 units or up. You don't put 5 units under. Doesn't make any sense because that's considered residential. But once in a while, you'll see that still, somebody put the 2 units, 3 units because they are a commercial agent, and suddenly they have income property, 2 units, 3 units. They still put it over there. Yeah, it may happen. Commercial sales or commercial lease. If you have any warehouse for lease, retail store for lease, or anything for lease, okay, you can put it right here. Business opportunity. What's that? Selling the business. Any business. Anything, any business you can be sold. Okay? But business opportunity is not related with any real estate. Business only a dream. Is it? You only sell the right to run the business, or you buy the business to continue. You could be a different owner, or you could buy the business because you want this location. Change a different type of business. So business opportunity, that's a different category, not exactly related to sale, to the real estate. Yeah. But if you have, I did have those are like, business with real estate, both together. And I will consider commercial sale. Unless the seller willing to separate it. I can sell the business and be the owner, landlord, and lease the property to the new business owner. Can you do that? Yeah, that's the other option. So then I will separate it, and I put 2 listings. One are the business opportunity, just strictly for the business. The other one is a warehouse plus a business. Yeah, I had that before. So those are the category on that. But commercial, usually, if you put it right here, hardly anybody will see it. Because this, on the our CRMLS is considered a residential. Most of the agent, they are residential agent. So if you have a commercial property, like me, then I put it on the CoStar, because CoStar bought LoopNet. So once I put CoStar, my information will be on LoopNet anyway. A different multiple listing service, put it this way, different multiple listing service, and costs a whole lot more. We, if we get the CoStar, it's like we've been charged by monthly, and this one we charge quarterly. Then with this one we charge about what, $99, $100 per, $105 now? Okay, per quarter, right? Okay. CoStar is about like $500 per month. How many times more? 15 times more. You got it. But that's considerably cheap, because it used to be CoStar, when I really want to, think about it, that's over 1,000 or almost 2,000 per month. Per month. But used to be, they still have an area, American Industrial Real Estate, but later on they filed bankruptcy, so they got no more website. They still have an area group, and a membership, but on their multiple listing service, it's gone. Because usually I'm having both, the area and CoStar. Area, they focus on warehouse. CoStar maybe focus on income property or any other property, or hotel, motel, those kinds of stuff. And later on, CoStar getting bigger, they bought LoopNet. So LoopNet, they got more business, and with the real estate for sale. So they bought that, I said. So then since the area that filed bankruptcy, so mainly they consolidate. So that's why I cancel my membership on area. I say, why should I have to pay more? You don't have an MLS. Why should I still pay you monthly? That's still $300. Then I say, okay, then I'll just pay CoStar one, and I can have both CoStar and LoopNet. Yeah, those are, if you do the commercial property. So put it this way, no free lunch. Okay. So if we say most likely we'll do the residential, that's a for sale. You put it in here. Here's a county. Say if the LA County, Most likely, we probably doesn't know the parcel, or you just, input the address. It will pop up. Okay, they will jump to the next screen. So if I input the address, we'll jump to the next screen. So since I already, input one of a listing already, so that's the, we'll just look at it. This is the next screen. It will be shown like this. Like this. Once you input the address, they will show the address right here. And they will assign the listing ID. This one, it hasn't been uploaded yet because I haven't, put on the listing yet. That's right. It won't come out until I submit the listing. I haven't submitted yet. Yes, you could play with it, use your own address as long as you don't submit it. Submit it. Uh-oh. They'll be on the market. You don't want to sell your home. Yes, you can put any address and play with it, but just don't submit. You can save as, on the bottom here, save as incomplete. Yes, just like, yesterday, well, actually, I think I inputted this one on Sunday. Anyway, this one, and I save it incomplete because I haven't taken a photo yet. So until I take the photos, I waited until the tenant, they clean it up so I can put on a photo, and I persuade the tenant and allow me to duplicate one of their key so I can put the super lockbox. So easier for us to show even when tenant's not there. Yeah. Sure. Any address? I mean, the one when I just input it, it's just like this. Once I click it, once I get a county, input the address, next screen it pop-ups like this. What everything here? See, whatever. Then you think this is what I inputted? Everything is empty here. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Whatever you see here, you gotta have to input the listing price, right? This they will generate it because they're based on an address. They will generate it. APN number, yes, parcel number. That's APN number. Then you're gonna have to select what category. County, they will probably, because when you input it, you already input LA County, right? City, you have to search. You have to click which city. Okay. After that, then you click which number. That's an area. Well, not necessarily. For example, Pasadena have 4. They will look at it. If we look at Pasadena, they will see which part of Pasadena. Northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. Depending on the property where they're located at. For example, if it's Old Town Pasadena, that's a southwest. Yes, yes. If you, for example, Irvine, that's all different. Which community? Irvine, they have one on the Irvine and city, but Irvine doesn't use on the number. Let me just kind of show you. If I just change here to Irvine, Irwindale. Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta change the county first. I gotta keep on changing everything. Okay, orange. Irvine. See that? You gotta have to know the community. How many community of the Irvine? Look at it. Well, huh? No, map won't show you. The community is like, you look at this way. It's more like the community is more like a homeowner association, HOA, like that. That's a community. Okay, so they are from the airport area. That's what, close to the one on John Wayne Airport. Okay, Columbus Grove, Cypress Village, Eastwood, El Camino Rio, Great Park, Irvine Spectrum. We all know, we know Irvine Spectrum, do we? Oh. If you didn't quite know Irvine, I would say don't go over there. Okay, find somebody They are familiar with the Irvine and colisting with them, because you'll make some trouble, because every community and area, they may have a different rule for your for sale sign, open house sign, all kinds of stuff. I still need to call them. I know most of them. Okay, you see that, you know, Laguna Arturo, North Park, Northwood, Oak Creek, Orchid Hills, Orange Trees. Just like, okay, this community is more like, the Roland High. Well, we have a community like what? Reachmore. That's considered community, right? Walnut is like Snow Creek. That's just it. Irvine, they go by the community. So you gotta have to know your area. So those are the area, for all the area, the community for the Irvine. Okay, Portola Spring, those are the new area developed, with lot of houses. Okay, same thing, Quail Hill, Shady Canyon, that's on the south side, close to Spectrum. Okay, Rancho San Joaquin, that's even south, close, even very, very close to Lake Forest and Laguna Niguel area, and also Stonegate, East, Turtle Rock, Turtle Ridge, Turtle Rock, and that's close to the south side of Irvine. You see Irvine, that's on the Turtle Rock. Okay, so behind that, that's the Turtle Ridge. University Park, University Town Center. What's that used? Consider which university? UC Irvine. Okay, no brainer. Woodbridge, Woodbridge. That's the one on the 405 Culver Drive. On the Woodbridge, they have a South Lake and North Lake. They have two lakes. West Irvine. That Walnut is Irvine, not our Walnut. Okay, see that on the bottom? They have one community called Walnut. All right, and West Park. West Park, that's just on the right next to the Woodbridge, the other side. Yeah. So they got all different, area, community. You gotta have to understand, where's it. Okay. That's how they come out with almost 800 listings at this market right now, current market. So if you in general Irvine, wow, I got so many houses. Yes, but it depends on which community. I guarantee you can see a lot of Portola Parkway, because that's closer to Rancho Santa Margarita area, that inland Irvine. Okay, and just like I went to our co-worker's house last couple of weeks in Mission Viejo, and I said, boy, I haven't drove the Portola Parkway for a long, long time, because usually I live in Rancho Santa Margarita. I bought my first house back in 1992, a brand new house. I'm so naive, didn't know anything, so I paid a huge it's basically if with a huge HOA and also a metal roof. I learned from the hard way. The house is cheap back then. Brand new house, 235,000, 2,400 square footage. But my property tax $5,600. That's 2.2%. Plus the HOA, $225. Because Rancho Santa Margarita also have the lake, man-made lake. Just like Mission Viejo, they have a lake. So do like Irvine, they have a lake. And they all man-made lake. Okay? When you have lake, you need to pay. Rancho Santa Margarita, the famous community, it's just like our country here, is called Coto de Casa. Yeah. I know, they all Spanish. Yeah. When I ride on the drive that on the I went on from Orange, city of Orange, and cut through from Orange Hill, go through the mountain. Then I cut it in through the Mission Viejo. That's for the Portola Parkway. On the Santa. That's called the Santa Margarita Parkway or something. Yeah, I remember that's the one. You know, go through and then past the Irvine Lake. Yeah, it's a beautiful drive, but be careful. That's a mountain road because when I was commuting from Rancho Santa Margarita to Whittier, I was working on an auto dealership in Whittier, and I took that route instead of I go all the way to Alicia Parkway, then 5 freeway, heading north. I cut it through, then 55, then connected to 91 and 5 freeway, cut it shorter. 3 times I see the car go off because they try to pass. They only got 2 lanes. If you start passing the car and the traffic come over, I see the car because try to avoid the traffic, phew, go off the cliff. And someone come on the news, okay? 3 times. I see that in front of me. The car suddenly, phew. Yeah, off the road. Yeah. So that's why it's a mountain winding road, and they require turn on your headlight even during the daytime. So that's why even in the when I after the dinner when I come out, other coworker, you know how to drive? Yeah, I drove this one all day long before. Nighttime, you have nothing, no street light whatsoever. So sometimes you have to know the area. Just like I grew up in Torrance. At nighttime, you go to Palos Verdes. Palos Verdes have no street light. You have to know the road. Otherwise, hey, nighttime, whew, pitch dark, like blind. Okay, so those are the information you need to input. Okay, I change it back because this is a listing I haven't uploaded yet. I don't want to make the wrong information, and I'm in trouble. Yeah, I haven't submitted yet. Oh yeah, Roland High. Yeah, this is a house, on the south side of Roland High. Actually, the way south side of the Pathfinder on the hill. It's a small house though, not big. 1285 square footage. 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 1 story, built in 1975. Yeah, right here. Lot size is about not quite 6,000. See, 1974 to build. 1253. Lot size 5608. Those are actually, once you put in your address, you click, and they will fill in some of the minimum, like the square footage and the lot size. Okay. But other than that, they will fill in the address here, just like the zip code. Okay, they will fill in the address. Yeah, anything on the real list, because basically they got this information through real list, the title report. No. You gotta have to follow the instruction. What I just did, click residential. Then you input the county. If you know the address, you input it. If you don't, you put in a parcel number. Then they will come out with this, the address. Then you click fill, F-I-L-L, fill. Then they will tell you, automatically filled in. If it doesn't have any information, like if you listed on the Orange County, you don't have any information. You just fill in blank. Then you fill in everything. They only just put you, they can only just leave you the address here, and everything, the category, all the filled in area is all blank. They don't even help you to fill in the address right here. You fill it in yourself. Yeah. Then the direction, usually I put on the nearest cross street. So at least people will know Pathfinder and Blenford, the elementary school, on that. Ownership, land lease. You got to tell it it's a land is lease or yes or no. No, you own the land. Some of the property, they don't. When you click yes, lease land. And they will, tell you, is there any common interest? That's, if it's a condo or townhouse, community apartment, condominium, or planned development. That's what PUD. Okay, we don't have any stock corporation or timeshare. And this one, none, because a single family residence. So that's why we click right here. Property subtype. Ta-da. Okay. So pretty much you guys would know, if it's income property, you can put on the duplex, quadplex, triplex, okay? They got no more than 5 because 5 units, then we put it as that's belong to more like an income property area. So this one we put as a residential. But we still put if you only got 2 units or 3 units, don't put a residential, put a residential income because that's produce income. All right. As long as a unit, don't put it right here. Even I know you have a category, they would let you to choose. That's what I suggest. Don't put it right here. People doesn't know you produce income. Income property, when people search income property, they are the investor most likely. They want to produce income. Then you put it right here. How many bedroom? How many bath? Bath. This is what you starting. How many full bath? Quarter bath? Half bath? Or 3/4 bath? We all know how to distinguish, right? Okay. With the tub, full bath. If it's just a shower, 3/4. No shower, half bath. If only in the sink, quarter. Yes. No, it shouldn't be. 应该一个 P 吧，没有一个 B 吧 ？PB 吗 ？PB 17430。You know what you can do? Okay, let me jump to your question pretty quick. How do we find an agent? Let me stop a little bit right here. That's a really good question because how do we find any agent? See if they are on the join with the board or not. Did they join the board or not? How do we find an agent? Let me jump out the screen first. Okay, let me jump out the screen first. Roster. You want to find the agent? Sure. You don't know your public ID, right? No problem. What's your name? CHAO? ANG. Okay. So at least we can find, we don't know, any other information. All we know is Lisa Chow. Result 1. Is that you? Okay. You asked the wrong question. What's this? Yeah, they tell you the wrong information. This is your login ID. Oh! You need to memorize your login ID, okay? That's your login ID. PWCHALIS. No, that's an office code. And that's an office state license number. So Kingston, they put it on the Arcadia. Huh? The bottom? Yes. The bottom one is the office information. Then if you like to know, see if the license current or not, you click office. That's an office license number. Link directly to the RE. Okay. When is the expiration date? Okay. And who is going to be the designated officer? Right here. Okay. Designated officer is not necessarily a broker using whose name to register. Okay. It has to be an agent. So that's the designated officers. Broker. Okay. So that's a broker license, the personal broker license number as an office broker. Chelsea Chow. Do you know who is it? I don't know either. Believe me, I some of them. And the mailing address, usually that's where you live. Where she live? Chelsea. See that? Ain't got no privacy. Got it? That's that address, Nottingham. Yeah, that's on the Vantage Point Day. Roll night. Oops. So those are the information. So that obviously that's why you get no privacy. Got it? Yeah. As an agent, hey, too bad. At least sometimes we don't somebody hating us. I say I try not to. It's like, hey, where do you live? I say, hey. Okay, you rather make friends, okay, in making an enemy with someone else, or your clients. Otherwise, they can find out where you live. Yeah, that's right. Because if they go to the DRE website, when they check your license number, they would know where you live. Unless you put all the information to the office address. If you change it, you could, but you gotta have to modify and change it. All right. All right. Let's go back to the listing. So we need to make sure we input it. Usually when they filled in the information, it's like 1974. Where get those information from? Assessor. I don't want to make I don't want to. If you want to change a year to build, please do not, because some of the agent, I knew that the house is like, boy, that area it is something brand new, and you know what happened? They think, oh, the house got rebuilt. 2006, yeah, the house it is rebuilt. Why the title still showing 1920? No. They did reported assessor. Usually, the house they rebuilt in 2006. But one thing they did not rebuild, foundation. So it's not completely 2006. And the title report was still showing last time, I showed one of a property in the Fullerton. Look at the title report, it's 1920, and the agent put 2006. Okay, yeah, 2006. I can see that the house been, renovate, rebuild everything. But seller want to save some money, did not replace the foundation. Then they cannot change it the year.
So even if we build the brand new, but you're not changing the foundation.
Stupid. You rather change it, spend more money, change your foundation. So when you apply to city, it's completely on the title 2006. Do you think the house will definitely worth more than if the foundation is 1920 and the rest of the house 2006? Yes.
But many people not doing that.
I know they try to save some money, and according to the contractor, yeah, the foundation can continue to use it. Sure. What do you think? The foundation, which one is stronger, 1920 foundation or is a current foundation? Definitely current foundation, because 1920, They may even have a steel roll bar inside the foundation, or maybe just few. It's not as many as the current foundation. Yes. Because they dig out the whole thing, but I think it's definitely worth it. When you really want to rebuild a house, go ahead, rebuild the foundation as well. You'll make your money back. Yeah. But no. Yeah, definitely. The builder, they would definitely build anything. But yes, definitely it's longer because the city have to come out to do the inspection as well. But another thing is, my best suggestion is don't rebuild anything on the old neighborhood. It cannot be appraised. Just like if you go in behind the Hong Kong market and the Roland High, you can build a brand new house. You knock everything out, you build a brand new house. Can you appraise? I can't. Because they're all 1950s, 60s houses over there. Suddenly you have a 2018. You cannot sell that much more. The only some of an exception area is more like coastal area. Like what? Santa Monica, Corona del Mar, Venice Beach. As long as in the beach area, hey, that's a different story. Okay? That's different. They will definitely worth it to rebuild a whole brand new house. If the house is over 100 years old, knock everything out and rebuild because that land is extremely valuable. Santa Monica, definitely. How much costs a piece of land? Think about that. Yeah. I got the client, that refer. I'm looking for a $1.5 million single family from UCLA and all the way to Santa Monica. Nothing. Because the condo only costs that price. 3 to 4 bedroom, but I don't want to, that discourage. I say, let me see what I can find. Okay. That's why I gotta have to say, can we maybe stretch a little bit, on the map instead of from UCLA and west, let's move to maybe to Central City, to the Century City, just the west side of Beverly Hill, Century City, maybe. Then we stretch down more to Culver City and to Westminster, on the one at West LA. Where's that? Close to the airport runway. Noise. Hey. Otherwise, I cannot find anything. Okay. Then after I send the email, auto email, can you eliminate those anything beyond 1960? Oh, you got almost nothing because they all starting 1920, 30, 40. So what I end up with, because I do the concierge service, so mainly I only email 3 houses. None. Anything after 1960? Yeah. You think $1.5 million is a lot? No, not over there. Here, boy, I can buy the huge house. I can buy the one on the probably inside of Richmore for 4,300 square footage floor plan. Probably not the biggest one. Biggest one probably costs 1.6, 1.5. You can get 42, 43 one. Okay, second largest one, and it's built in 1990. Over there, it's all different. Different market, okay, different area, different price. And I can pretty much guarantee if you go all the way to Riverside, you cannot even find anything $1.5 million house because they're cheap. Yeah, you can probably buying the whole farm for that price. So over there, tiny house, small lot. If you got 3,000-4,000 square footage lot size, single family, yeah, that's a great size. And the house is only just a little bit 1,000 square footage. And it's really run down, worse than what we look at. But you know, the one thing is they all remodel inside. The house is smaller than what we look at it right here, Roland High, Hacienda High. But they are actually tiny and neat and cute, very cozy, very expensive. Do you know how much is Santa Monica sales tax? I think it's what, 10%. Sales tax. 10%. They are okay. Regular LA County, we got it's 9 points. Yeah. Yeah, 10. Monte they already up to 10%. I know Santa Monica they are 10.5 or something, but here we are still at about 9 and 9.75. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Santa Monica now is what? 10 and a half? 10 and a quarter. Okay. Yeah, see? They want 0.5% more than the regular LA County area. And because I'm Santa Monica, I'm special. You want to go to a restaurant over there? You pay more. That's a city tax. County, they all collect the same. But that's an extra city tax. Okay. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I really do enjoy the Permanent, you know, for the shopping area, and I like to walk along the coastal area, you know, on the rim, and I look at those like the 3-story, more like a beach house, you know, close that. You don't really have to look. You don't, you know, go all the way to Pacific Palisades. That's a beautiful area, and if you got a binocular. Wow, okay. You got one Ferrari and parking, and that is a Lamborghini, and you got a Bentley. Wow, you got 3 cars. That's $1 million. Yeah, definitely, that's cost at least what, $5 million on the beach house. Then the carport, okay, not even garage, carport, because I can see the car park on carport. Oh yeah, pretty much. You talk about Ferrari, Lamborghini, they park outside because yeah, it's a carport. Different neighborhood. So you need to. That's why, you know, when I fill it in, I put it in all based on a living area source. Okay, this is sometimes, you know, if the seller tell you, you know, this is, you know, when a appraiser coming out and measure 1,500 square footage. Oh, wow. Okay. For example, if I'm on this house, which part is you add up? I don't know. When I bought this like this, I see. You're the listing agent. Are you going to see it or not? Sometimes I would. If I don't, then I cannot base on assessor. And I won't put a 1253. Based on what you telling me? 1,500, right? Okay. Seller. Based on seller information, not my information or assessor information. It's a seller's information or owner. I don't know why they put owner and seller. What's the difference? But anyway, they're same anyway. They are the owner. Oh, you put the information according to, if I change to, because the title is showing 1253. If you want to change any number different than title, then it's based on what information. Or appraiser, then you better prepare the appraisal report or the previous appraisal report, something. So if somebody want to challenge you, you have a document to show them. If the buyer's agent want to say, the title is showing is 1253, and you say 1,500, based on what? Okay. So same thing. Lot size, I don't think anybody would challenge because that's the way that is. Based on the county, nobody really measure anyway because we never hired a surveyor. In my career, I haven't had any buyer hire a surveyor to measure the land. Yeah, but almost every case, if they're financing, definitely have an appraiser, right? Appraiser will have appraisal report. Is it senior community? Is it got an HOA? Or do you consider lease? You know, sometimes some of a property, the seller could be either I can for sale or for lease. Which one is go faster? They can go either way. Okay, so those are if you consider for lease or not. And how many level? Like this one is one level, 1-story house, ground level. So we are clear on the 3 or more or multi-split, right? Okay. Story total, definitely 1, and entering location. Where do you enter? You know, when you get one level, it's living room. If it's any probate, if it's a probate, then you gotta tell it, did you require the court confirmation or not? Those are the options right here. Court confirmation not required or required. Those are your ask attorney. Okay, we don't know. If you just ask the seller or beneficiary, I don't want to count on their answer. I'd rather talk to attorney directly, their attorney. I will, you know, ask the seller, the beneficiary, and say, may I have your attorney phone numbers? I need to find out some information before I put it out because I want to make sure did they require the court confirmation or not. That court confirmation requires taking longer time. Yes, because if the court confirmation, I had the case before with the court confirmation, that means I have to go to the court. For what? I'm representing buyer, but I still need to go to court because it required a court confirmation. Seller, you only choose our offer. Why I still need to go to the court? Because if we require a court confirmation, you go to the court, judge is going to be like an auctioneer. You have other investor in the court. See if they will overbid your purchase price. So very fortunate, only my buyer, nobody want to challenge. So the we actually, the court order said, okay, so do the buyer. You already have existing buyer. In front of us, I didn't really stay there for the whole time. Anything I saw about probably roughly about 15 property in front of us. Someone overbid. Always someone overbid. Investor. They grab the cashier check because they only got 10 days to close escrow. Just like, you know, with the court confirmation, we already open escrow. All we need to do is just wait until the last situation. Is already locking the rate. All we wait is a loan doc. Sign it and close it. You only got 10 days. After court confirmation, 10 days you have to close it. The only thing you can close those investors is what? All cash. They have to overbid. Then if the buyer usually attending with their agent or buyer they attending alone. At my situation, my buyer need to work, so I attended by myself, representing buyer. So the judge asked me who you are, representing buyer. So you and then they will ask, you know, all the people over there, audience, and say, well, anybody want to overbid? $1,000 increment? Once, twice, 3 times, bang. Okay, it's yours. Okay, so we can follow through the escrow. Done. Judges become an auctioneer. If somebody want to overbid, then can the existing buyer, they raise their hand again? Sure. All increments $2,000. Some are more expensive property. Okay, if the $1 million, it could be 5,000 increment. Okay, so they will go, oh, you want to add, so the investor, you want to add $5,000 more? How about buyer, you? Once, twice, oh, okay. You? Okay, invest, because the beneficiary is a seller over there with the attorney. Attorney sit on the other area, so they would know exactly what the price they're going to sell. Okay, then if most likely I saw probably 70–80% got overbid by the investor. The owner just they are afraid to continue, and those investor, I guess they think it's worth, you know, the bid on the house. So that's why they, you know, they bid on the house and get it. So if you require a court confirmation, what's that telling you? 50-50, you might lose the deal. Cannot close escrow because you go to the court, someone overbid, bye-bye. Your deal is gone. So I rather don't want to jump into the court confirmation probate sale. because back then I figured I got plenty of time. So fine, I'll go to the court because that was about like 2-3 months escrow. You gotta have to wait for the court date. And if you tell me to say if I any probate, any buyer want to go through the court confirmation deal, I would not recommend, because I saw it and it might be wasting all of my time. Yeah, for nothing. I didn't say you cannot do it. Sure, you would like to learn. Fine, go. Once you go once, I don't really want to touch it. Next time. Not only that, I have to pay my own parking. It's expensive, And for the Arcadia property, I have to go all the way to Pasadena. That's a place, they have it. It's not like nearby. Then you are okay. Yeah. Because no court confirmation, once the seller, that means beneficiary, accept your offer, then okay, then it's yours. I guess seller and owner might be different. If the seller can be beneficiary, owner is a house owner. Yeah, that probably make a difference. If it's a probate sale, then seller may not be owner because owner passed away already. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And if you are going to delay to put on the market, I will never check this. I don't want to cause myself a trouble. Because I do have the buyer signing the SCLM. That's a CRMLS exclusion form. That means as a SCLM, because sellers already signed the listing agreement, but I have to cooperate with the tenant schedule before I put it on the market. So it will definitely delay. Because what's the MLS rule? Once I signing the listing agreement, how soon I need to put on the market? Huh? As an MLS rule, I didn't say the zip form rule. Our current board MLS rule, our MLS, okay, CRMLS rule, next day. But the our zip form, the WIN form rule, we don't call WIN form anymore, we call zip form. The zip form rule is 2 days. So that means some of a board, some of a MLS service area, they were allowed for 2 days. But currently our board, our CRMLS only allow us 1 day. So almost every offer, listing agreement, not offer, listing agreement I sign, I always let them sign a SCLM. Yeah. Yeah, the seller exclusion, yeah, listing. Yeah. You should have it. Almost all my listing, I have let the buyer sign it. Doesn't matter doesn't matter I put it on next day. Tomorrow, I still let them sign it. Just in case. Hey James, I'm not quite ready yet. I need to clean out the house before we put it on the market. When I sign a listing agreement, why don't you say so? So anyway, I'll let them sign it first. So I don't go back with them. Okay. Huh? Just in case. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Description. You put it whatever right here. Okay. Because I copy and paste to out of my listing. So I'm lazy too. Okay. I try to save some time. Okay. So this one. How come I got the cap? I don't want cap. You're gonna have to make something different. South and Rolling High. And I'll figure out the rest later. I haven't even, checked the property yet. So I'll fix the all the wording later. But that's why, you gotta have to see this. This is really important. The public remark may only contain a description of a property, its feature, its location, or community. Specify terms to or exclusion from a sale or lease. All text must be entered in the English language only, okay? No other language, please. The following are not allowed to appear in the property description: gate, alarm code, lockbox combo, FSBO. What's FSBO? We all know, right? For sale by owner. Vacant. You cannot tell everybody, say the house is vacant. You just tell the homeless people or the theft. They say, go party. All right? You cannot do that. Or who occupy. Open house information, you cannot put it right here. Open house information, you got open house information you can put, just like here. Here's a category for the open house. Later I'm going to cover that. Or you can put an agent remark. That's the two areas I will put. Okay. And also the showing instruction. You cannot even tell anybody out of this because the description is going to be in public. You cannot, because the public, that means like Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, Redfin, they all see it. You cannot do that. And also, email address, website address, phone numbers, agent's assistant, co-listing or owner's name or any language that violate fair housing or HUD guidelines. What do you mean? Do we know the language of the fair housing guideline? We should. But just, want to emphasize some of stuff. You cannot discriminate anything, not just, racism, sex, age, or whatever it may be, or even disability people. So that's what I learned before. Never put on walking distance to where? Because you're discriminating the wheelchair people. Okay? Don't put anything walking distance. You rather say nearby, close by, around the corner, but never put on walking distance. For those people cannot walk, ain't got no walking distance to them, right? Wheel distance. So that's why I didn't know that until I went to the risk management. If you guys have a chance, you can attend on the board, pay probably, I'm not so sure how much is now, probably $200 cost now for risk management. They will tell you all the form, because that's actually as attorney, they will go through, the real estate attorney go through all the forms and all the description, all the MLS, what words you can put, what words you cannot. Just like when you put on a flyer, I could put exactly the year for the bill, but I cannot put exactly the square footage, right? Approximate. You gotta have to put approximate. How many square footage? Approximate. What's the lot size square footage? If you do not put approximate, somebody challenge you the square footage, we're in trouble. Because that's what you advertise for. They grab your flyer, grab your postcard. Hey, what happened? Oh, no. Yeah. Your open house flyer, when you hand it over to them, that's called an advertisement. And that's considered what? False advertisement. So be careful on that, all right? You can, I don't know how many still using a virtual tool. Used to be, it's pretty hot items, virtual tool, but now I did not see any listing as a virtual tool anymore. I think, is that company still around or it's been folded? Oh, okay. So very, very rare now. Yeah, for the virtual tool. Used to be, yeah, a lot of agent likes it. And now it's like, okay, it's gone. Yeah, times change pretty fast. Because sometimes, I rather, if I the own listing, I shoot my own video, through like Zillow. Zillow, they have, if your own listing, you can click it and take a 2 minutes video. It's free. Because virtual tool is not free. You need to pay. Okay. This one just as indication on that. Because once I save it, they will syndicate. Because whatever I change on the top, but then I haven't changed it here. So then after I save it, they will syndicate. Okay, feature. That is something, for all the house feature right here. All you need to do is just check mark. Check everything. It's apply. Like this one, I helped my client. They bought it about like 6-7 years ago. Don't quite remember unless I have to check the previous listings photos. Not many photos, they took before anyway. Yeah. I still remember this, at the actually the seller of this property. I helped them to purchase next house. I said, "Where's the listing agent? I'm the buyer's agent." Oh, I figure you are more professional than my agent. So when we buy the house, you're representing us. Okay, so that's why knowledge also is everything. So you gotta have to know your territory, know what you talk. Okay, and if the sometimes you help the seller to sell the property, like this one, a current seller. After this, I help them sell this property. They gotta buy other property in Monrovia area. So you got what, 2 deal. And they tell me, say, can I get some discount? So you split half of your agent fee to me. Do you want to split half of your salary to me? Yeah, then. And I tell them, I flat out tell them, if you want to split with half of them, you know what? May I refer you to an experienced agent? Let them try. Oh no. Yeah, exactly. I talked to them on Sunday night over the phone to the listing agent, to the seller. So, so you cannot do anything better than 5%. No, I already give you 1% discount. The one I signed it, last week at the West Covina, the previous agent is 4.5%. It's sitting there 8 months. Did not sell it. Then why I keep the same price, but 6% commission? Chinese, it's not Caucasian. 6%. 3% to the buyer's agent. I still have a gut to talk to the Chinese like that. And I'm waiting for the other one, the $2.68 million house. I also, emailed to them. They're in Hong Kong. The seller, 6% commission. 3 and 3. Sign it. When I teach you that, doesn't mean I did not practice. I do practice what I believe. I'm not going to cheap sell myself. I'm a brand. Okay, you want to hire me? Pay. Because what happened is like, the one on the West Covina, I signed up for 6%. I helped them to bought the house 5 years ago. Because the mom's friend's daughter is the agent, so please give her the chance. Yeah, since last year, July until now, nothing happened. They said, how many showing? Very few. How can it happen? Well, certainly, they're starting the price too high to begin with anyway. They're starting 668. That's too high. And they dropped to 618 now, and that's why it started with 618, because the previous agent, they want to tell them and say, oh, if you list at 580, they will sell that quickly. I say, no, I think that's a little bit too cheap. Seller doesn't like that. So seller says, I'd rather pay you more, but I like to stick with the price. And once I put it on 3%, boy, almost every other day, I have an agent want to, James, can I see it? Yeah. It's not like I cannot accept the 4%, but I will try hard for myself. If I don't try hard, I feel like I regret it later. I will. I do have a 4% listing. Believe me, I do. But only few. At least I try to keep a 5%. The one on the Temple City, they want to pay. A lot of people soliciting 3%, 4%. I know. But why you pay 5%? Well, it's because you are with me. Okay? And you know my ability. And you gotta have to pay the experienced agent, just like you hired an experienced doctor and attorney to fight for your sickness and your case. Same thing. So those are, that's how we actually talk to our seller. I didn't say you did that. It's because I know you guys just started. You don't want to do that to upset the seller. Come on, you just started. What do you think? You have experience. You're right. But you say, but I got somebody behind me. I could always. That's why we're here, to supporting you. You are not alone. You're gonna have to think about this. You are not alone. Okay, here's a feature. If you got a nice luxury mansion, or I mean the custom home, you got what, 2 staircase like this, the front, or sometimes you got a staircase, one in the front, one in the kitchen. Sometimes you got a kitchen, got another stair to get up. See some of a big house like that? They got 2 staircase. In-law floor plan, yeah. In-law floor plan. Those are usually remote area. Yeah. Attic fan. We all know the attic fan, right? Not ceiling fan. Attic fan. We have most of our home have ceiling fan, but it's not every house has an attic fan. Attic fan is in the attic, has a fan. Yeah, blow it outside. Suck it outside, huh? No. It's not the round thing like this. It's like they mounted on the outside of inside the attic. You don't mount it outside the attic. It's ugly. You mount it inside the grill, on the attic area. See the vent or everything, and they have a thermostat. The temperature, once it's hit the temperature, they will turn on automatically and blow the hot air in the attic outside. So because hot air will go up, right? That's why rest of the house, the air was circulating. Like my house, when I design it on when I do the remodeling, a lot of people didn't, the area, they didn't see it. I have 2 attic fans each side, okay? And I put the extra insulation. I know the insulation, usually they lay out just once, on the backside of the ceiling, right? On just one floor. I even tell them, I say, please put another insulation on the bottom of the roof line. So I got actually 2 insulation, okay? On the and I got 9 ceiling fan at home. Almost every room have a fan. Well, it is every room has a fan. Living room, family room, dining room, breakfast nook. That's 4 fan. Plus a 4 bedroom and 1 bonus room. Yeah, it is 9. 9 ceiling fan at home. Every room has a ceiling fan. So that's why. But I split on my air conditioning system to 2. What I ended with, doesn't use it. It's cool enough. Yeah. When the hot summertime, I jump in the pool first before I go to sleep. Ah. But once in a while, I still need to turn on the aircon. I have to make it running. Because even the air conditioning system, when I put it on about 15 years ago, I put it with the ultraviolet light, humidifier, also for the pollen filter, for the track the tiniest dust. I installed those 3 features, and those are, it's a really brand new stuff, from Carrier, the air conditioning system. I said, ooh, and that's the time I installed it on the tankless water heater. People said, what? You talk about 16 years ago. Tankless water heater? Well, I know we see it in Asia. Then they say, wow, tankless water heater, you can find it in Home Depot. Yeah, that's the time when I bought it. Got tankless water heater. And also, I designed it. Usually the air conditioning system, you are, circulating, for the inside air. And I try to have the installer, they say, can you open it up, the vent, like a commercial air conditioning system? 20% fresh air from outside, 80% circulating. So I can still have a fresh air from outside, not circulating. Not like the airplane, you're circulating all the air inside, right? and filtration on that. Because sometimes, if I turn on a humidifier, especially when I turn on the furnace heater, then it's usually the furnace too dry. So I gotta have to turn on a humidifier. But when you turn on a humidifier with the moisture, what are you afraid? When the moisture coming, it may be afraid of what? Mold. So I gotta have ultraviolet light to kill all the air to go through. Yeah. Then that's why people think I'm crazy, overkill the whole thing. Yeah. It's the place I want to live in myself. Yeah. So that's an attic fan. You can, do all kinds of, now the attic fan, they have a solar power. So I don't have it. Mine is an old style, it's still plug in. So you can have a solar power one. And balcony, we all know that, right? If the second floor coming out, that is more like a deck going out. But that's, the deck usually is like the first floor they're coming out. Second floor is a balcony with a real fence. Okay. Bar. Beam ceiling. Some of the ceiling do have a beam there. Okay. The beam on the house. The wood beam. Yeah. I replaced on when I took my house, they have a beam ceiling and I remove it. How can you remove? Only decoration. It's not the supporting beam. If a decoration beam, I remove it. Since I removed the popcorn ceiling, I removed the beam. I didn't live in a brand new house. I got a 1981 house and I remodeled. So I removed the beam and also for the popcorn ceiling as well. Then install the ceiling fan. And also open for the recess light. So that's why I have lights in every room. All recess light. Block wall. It doesn't really have a block wall because that's an old style. We got a block fence, but we don't have a block wall. We talk about the interior. Okay, that's a really old castle. Maybe you may have a block wall. All we got is a drywall inside. Outside is what? Stucco, most of them. Unless it's a really old house. Brick wall. We see that some of the historical property, they had a brick wall, right? They got no insulation. Those are usually block wall, brick wall. It's kind of cold. Yeah. You will see probably more on the East Coast. Probably not here. Built-in feature, if you have any built-in features. Cathedral ceiling. You got to be very, very high, okay? If you talk about just a regular 2-story ceiling, that's not considered cathedral ceiling. Cathedral ceiling usually probably about like 3-story high. Custom home, they probably have it. Ceiling fan, we know that. Ceramic counter. Ceramic counter. What counter? Kitchen counter? Bathroom counter? What's the difference between the ceramic and tile? Ceramic looks like tile, right? Yeah. But if you look at those house in South Pasadena or San Marino, some of old house, they use a ceramic. Spanish style ceramic tile, beautiful. But they are fragile. Ceramic is easy to crack. It's not like tile, okay? Yeah. Chair railing. What's that? Yeah, it is stairway. But why you need a chair railing? For handicap, that's right. For elderly people, you have those rail with the attached chair. So they don't have to climb up the stair. They just sit on it and they get up. Disabled people or usually for elderly people. Okay? I just like to know, see, if you gotta have to know each item. What's that? Because if you're the listing agent, you know, you should. Coffer ceiling. Great question. Anybody know? I don't know. Let me see. See, that's why I need your help. Ah, this one. That's right. That's right. Because I keep on saying that's, you know, for the wooden, you know, beam, but that's considered coffer ceiling. That's not considered beam ceiling. Yeah. Yeah. Those are the custom home, coffer ceiling. I learn something new every day. I know I can count on you guys. If I don't know, I just tell you, I don't know. Okay? I'm not afraid to feel shame on you. I say, oh, you're the instructor. How come you don't know? I say, hey, a lot of things I don't know. A lot of new items I don't know either, right? Because they keep on adding more items here. Copper plumbing full, we know that. Copper plumbing partial. If you don't know, don't mark. Okay? If you didn't see it in person or seller doesn't tell you, don't mark it, that feature. Korean counter. Okay, that's a different counter, Korean counter. Probably not many people doing the Korean. Used to be, it's pretty popular. The Korean counter is not afraid of the moisture and the water, but they are afraid of heat. So if you got a hot pot put on the Korean counter, it will burn a circle. Crown molding. Do we know the crown molding? On the bottom, we call baseboard. You put the similar, I cannot say you put the baseboard on the ceiling, okay? But you put the similar wood, put on the ceiling, they call crown molding. It's a prettier wood go around it, the ceiling, okay? That's a crown molding. On the bottom, we call baseboard along with it, okay? You got the 4-inch, 5-inch baseboard, or you got, you know, for the crown molding, make it prettier, you know, on the all around the edges. Okay. Dry bar. Dry bar. Those are, you know, some of them, you know, decoration. You know, those are, you know, the dry bar. Yeah. Dumb waiter. Yeah. I don't think we have those houses here. Electrical air cleaner. Yes. Some of the air conditioning system, you may have electronic air cleaner built in. Well, we're talking about a built-in, not a portable one. You know, we have some of the air cleaner. Those are we plug it in. You know, circulating for electronic air cleaning. Yeah, but like my house, I built in with the air conditioning system, and that I can say I do have an electronic air cleaner. Okay, so that means I got an ultraviolet light, and I already got a pollen filter on that, and also electronic air cleaner inside. But I have to periodically pull it out and clean it. And elevator. Did you ever see the house at the elevator? We have the townhouse with the elevator close by here. Townhouse. No. I didn't say inside the building, inside each unit. Or very tiny elevator. Yes, I seen that on the one on the townhouse right across the golf course in Royal Vista. That's on the Golden Spring between the Fairway and Lemon. Remember the one on the they only have about 8 units over there. They built it, you know, on the lot between inside the golf course, just, you know, next to Golden Spring. For some reason, the 4 units, they are 2 different floor plans. One floor plan with the elevator, the other floor plan doesn't have it, but they all 4-story from garage and up. Garage, that's 1 story. And rest of them built as a 2-car garage. Keep on building 1, 2, and 3. That's how they come out with the 2,000 square footage. Because on the floor above the garage, they extended out. So that's why they got a more than a living room with a high ceiling. So the second story is just about a garage space, on 400. Can view the property. Okay, all right. So that, and the bedroom, they have 1 bedroom on the 3rd story and 2 or 3 bedroom on the 4th story. So that's why you need an elevator. Small, really small one. Just like the elevator, what we have here. Our elevators? That's considered big. Those are, even smaller than the one we have. Because do you know where's this building before? What did he use before? LA Fitness. Long time ago, before the one at the Diamond Bar they built. This is a LA Fitness. Yeah. Then we do that. That's how we do it. On the basically we didn't really. Besides, we divided on the partition. For the office. But if you look at some of this is like concrete wall. This is not we built. We only built the subdivided. Those are the just a drywall, regular drywall. But this is concrete. Yeah. So it was a LA Fitness. At least this building we bought it. Now we lease it. Quam bought it. Yeah. Three. I can tell you 3 of our office. Okay, we bought it. We own it. This is one. The other one is in Ontario. The one in the warehouse, commercial division, and so do our staging department. And the one in Pasadena. The one on the 1st floor on the Green Drive, that one we bought it on the like a retail space. Next door is the Scott Trade. Yeah. And that's why we bought it with the Scott Trade, all 1 story. So we collect the rent. Our Kwang collect the rent from Scott Trade office. He really know how to make some money. I can tell you that. Yeah, definitely. Formica counter. Do we all know what's a Formica counter? That's an old style, old school. With the more like a laminated wood. That's what like a surface. They tape it or glue it, on top of like a board, like our not dry board, but plywood board. That's for the Formica counter. Yeah. If you look at the house in 1960, 70 something, if it's original kitchen, they all have the Formica counter. I know this house is not granite. I think this house could be Korean, but I have to double check. I just don't remember. But I know I saw it on the previous photo. It's not granite. Yeah, I changed it right here. Okay, granite counter. We all know that. High ceilings. If we got 2-story high ceiling, that's considered high ceiling. Okay. Don't put a 2-story ceiling and say cathedral ceiling. No. If a 2-story ceiling is only considered high ceiling, or if this a brand new house, a ceiling 9 foot or 10 foot high, yeah, you can consider high ceiling. Yeah. I don't want to say the cathedral ceiling. Some people say, wow, yeah, 2-story. Did you ever see the cathedral ceiling on 2-story high? No. Most of a church, you will see that at least 3-story high, the ceiling, right? home automation system. If you have those, you know, huh? Normal ceiling? Well, depend on the year. If you see some of 1960, 7.5. Standard is 8. But you know, once you get the standard is 8, that's, you know, from the barefoot. But when you start, you know, oh, you got a wood floor and then or a carpet with the padding, hey, you lose a few inches. Yeah. But I mean, the new house, you get a 9 or even 10. Depend on the builder. If, for example, if you go to see the house built by Toll Brother, I think they will build a first story to 10 foot high and the second story 9 foot high. Yeah. But if you talk about KB home, 9 foot high, the first story. Save some money. Yeah. Intercom. No, well, outside or, you know, within the, you know, inside the bedroom. You know, that's, you know, if the big, huge house and they need to use a call the kids to come down or something, you know, with the intercom. Laminated counter. We know the laminated wood floor, right? Okay, similar. Laminated counter. That's, you know, bathroom or kitchen counter. Living room balcony. So if a living room has a balcony, we'll say, well, how can a living room has a balcony? Did you ever see the house? Living room on the first floor. And then where's the bedroom? Downstairs. Some of a house on the hills, country, Hacienda High. Okay. So a living room, they have no backyard. So you're gonna have to build a deck. Okay, make it longer. But since that's considered on the top, because down that's a hill. So that's become a living room balcony. And living room deck attached. So it depends on where's your living room. If your living room on the top and the bedroom downstairs, then that's a living room balcony. Usually we may have a master room balcony or any room balcony. But living room balcony, that's like, put it this way. I see on the house, $1 million beach house, like in the Corona Del Mar. You know what they do? Here's a sidewalk. They have a little bridge because you got a cliff already. And that's a bridge. That's a driveway. Okay, you park your car. So garage right here on the first floor. Garage on the top. Okay, then you have 1 floor here. Then you got 1, 2, 3 floors down. So all the bedroom, kitchen, it could be on the bottom. So you got to be support, you know, strong enough because your car park on the top floor. Yeah. So that you will see it, you know, for the balcony coming out. Open floor plan, we know that. Pantry, okay, kitchen. Partial furnish. Phone system. Pull down stairs to attic. Like what? Storage. In garage, I built that. I do have a pull down system to the attic. So I can put more stuff. Instead of, so my garage can look nice and neat. I hide the stuff in the attic, garage attic. You build it, okay? Recess lighting. We all know that, recess lighting, right? We all put down currently we all put a recess more like a LED lighting, not just a regular light bulb. So we put an LED light now. Stair climber. Did you ever see the stair climber? Some of the West LA area, they may have it because they are so limited on the space and they're using the attic, you know, for the another loft. It's like a stair. They utilize the attic area to another store. You cannot say another room, but yeah, loft. You can use it as a loft, a storage, or whatever, maybe. Okay, but how do you get there? Stair climber. Stone counter. Okay, storage, sump pump. What's a sump pump? What's a sump pump? Anybody know? If you're in the garage, okay, usually in the townhouse, if the garage level is lower than the street level, you know, because you know the when it's raining, the water will go what? Through your driveway. So you don't want to get flooded. The shared driveway on a townhouse, usually it's a townhouse or PUD, then usually the driveway, they have a sump pump. They have this big of a grill on top, and they will pump the water out to the street level and get it the drainage. Because they cannot connect the drainage to the from the bottom. They have to go, pump it up to the street level, so go through the sewer, you know, from the street level. That's a sump pump. 抽水机，对。Sunken living room. The living room, actually, the one on the bottom. Suspended ceiling. I don't know. Here they put tandem. Usually when we talk about tandem parking, but sometimes I don't know. Do they have a tandem bedroom or something? But I put tandem right here. I don't know. Is that what I really mean for? You know, anything back to back. If like tandem parking, that's, you know, side by side is like this. Tandem, that's be one forward, one behind. Yeah. Or maybe the bedroom, you know, it could be the one bedroom, you got to go through the other bedroom. It could be considered tandem. Tile counters, we know that. Track lights, lighting. We don't know what's a track lighting, right? Do we? It's a one, like a one electrical rail. You connect with the light. You know, the light have a two connector. You attach with the rail. So you can move the light whatever you want on the area. That's a track lighting. Sometimes, you know, if you have nothing to do, you can find some of a designing lighting company. And, you know, I know the one I really like to go is in the Melrose area. Yeah, Beverly Hills, one of called design lighting or something. They all got all kinds of very unique lighting. They sell nothing but lighting. They got hundreds and hundreds lighting. It's not cheap either, okay? I can tell you that. Some of the designing lighting is so beautiful, thousands and thousands of dollars. Because, I don't know, did you consider a lighting as a art piece, sculpture? If you just a recess light, well, you got nothing, no design, right? But some of the area I like to put even the recess light, but I can make a beautiful recess light because you got a surrounding, could be the crystal or something like that, but a smaller, different type of a recess light that I can, you know, make it unique. So when I'm on my family room, I can feel more cozy. If I, you know, it's not like a white light. I like to have a yellow light, and doesn't that need to be bright, but I got many. Feel like you are on the relaxing area. Well, you're gonna have to enjoy your life, you know, when you're home. Sometimes, you know, I can stay home for a whole day without going out for anything. You dress your pajama for a whole day. I do have those life, you know, especially the long weekend. A long weekend, I don't do open house. Well, Monday. Saturday, I may still do open, but not Monday. So Monday, I may stay home for whole day, or I go to a bookstore for whole day. Yeah. Trash chute. I don't know what's they call trash chute. It's not trash compactor. Yeah. Okay. Tray ceiling. So they have, you know, along with the ceiling, you know, with the tray, some of it, you know, for display. autosave. I know. See, that's a nice feature because I'm staying on this screen for a long time. They are afraid I did not save it. Okay, so they have an autosave system because this is actually you at the period of time you need to save it. Otherwise, whatever you input is gone. Two-story ceiling. Some of the ceiling is like two-story, like a stairs. Unfurnished wall. Well, certainly we don't like that. Unfurnished. Vacuum central vacuum system. You hook it up the pipe. Yeah, it's not really popular anymore because the old custom home, it's a nice feature, just like they have intercom. Wow, that's nice. But do we use intercom now? Not anymore, because back on the good old day, we don't have a cellular phone. So now, if your mom is, you'd rather call a cellular phone or, to the kids upstairs instead of using intercom. Same thing. Why it's not popular is because we all have a wireless vacuum now. Why they really need the vacuum central? Yeah. West scouting. That's for the bathroom counter. Okay, those are the one as an older style. More, it's not really the plastic one, but the builder they built it around with the shape. Some of in 1980 houses, yeah. If you got the photos, they're like I can, it's bathroom. That's a counter. WAINSCOTING. Those are, for the they build it like that, on the bottom. Sometimes usually the bathroom, the bottom one. Or maybe some, the people that are using and those are happen in custom home, yeah. So those are just for decoration use purpose only. Yeah. Wet bar. That's a bar inside the house. You got a wet bar, right? Put the wine, put the all the stuff with the sink. That's what we call the wet bar. Why it's wet? You got a little sink over there. Maybe in the bonus room. Maybe in the family room, or maybe in a living room. Usually not in a living room. Usually in the family room, okay, or bonus room. Doesn't have a sink. It's still called a wet bar. Is because they, in general, because used to be the wet bar is because I have a little sink, so you can wash the glass, the wine glass. But if you don't, some of a wet bar are so small they don't even have a sink. Okay, fine. But still, they put the wine over there in the glass. They hang up, It's not really popular anymore on the newer house. If you see the brand new home, they don't even have a wet bar anymore. Yeah, it's just a different style. So sometimes when I look at the historical house or some of the older house, you can see the history. I love that. Yeah. I don't know. It's like personally, I like antique car. So same thing, like the old house. Wire for data. We all know that, right? If you build a house, like a newer house, they all have a wire for data. Cat5 system. Wire for sound system. Wood product wall. That's an old style, right? Country style. You put the wall, tape it on the wood. It's more like a wood floor you put on the wall. That's it. Wood product wall. For those are country style. Those are make the room darker, but in a good old day, Caucasian they love that. On the wood, product wall. Yeah, but not anymore though. Usually, when you see those houses, we peel it out of those wood and paint it whiter color, so the room looks brighter. Because if you look at it, for those of wood, yeah, though they could be darker. Yeah, see that? But unless the room is so big and you need the light along the track light or ceiling light, or recess light along with the wood. If you use a beautiful wood, then yeah, why not? Just like probably you don't see here in common Did you ever see you put the granite on the wall? Well, Asia. Asia is popular, especially in Korea, Japan. Maybe Japan is kind of Korea. You put the beautiful granite, the whole piece of the stone. Okay, you use as a granite more like an art piece. Put on the wall. Then you can, with the a spotlight, shoot on it. Okay. Yeah. So, or track light along with the ceiling area, make like a bar feeling. Maybe the LED track light. Okay. Then we go through the heating. I know we got a lot of category here. Just make you understand. Heating, what the most likely central. If you have different zone, some of it, one system can have upstairs, downstairs. That's what we call two zones. It can be separated. So they actually separate the vent, either go up or go just downstairs. But actually, only one system. That's the newest one. When I install if I have that, I maybe install the bigger one, 610. Then I can on my house, and I got two zones in one unit, because I installed a 1 310, 1 410 condenser. Then I separated one upstairs, one downstairs. But now you can consolidate just one huge unit and two different zones, or whatever the zone may be. Baseboard on the bottom. Oh, no. This one, heating. Heating, how come you got a baseboard? Oh, okay. Some of the older house, especially in the East Coast, you see that there from the bottom, baseboard, come out with the heating. The heat coming out from the floor. Some of the heating system from the floor, not the grill, what we see usually on the top of a house. That's a floor. Baseboard, that's on the side, on the bottom of a wall. That's just like the one what is talking about, the one on the floor furnace. And the other one is a baseboard, that's on the side. And wall furnace, those are, on the one, see some of the old house on the wall? Okay, that's a wall furnace. And could be the hallway. Not every bedroom has it, maybe hallway or living room. So some of the older house, like my parents' house, we grew up with the wall furnace. We have only got two wall furnace. Or actually, no, three. One is on the close to bonus room. So we got three wall furnace. Space heater. That's, for a different kind of a heater on that. Okay? Just particular heating, a particular space heater. Okay? It's not like central. You only heat it up a certain area. Yeah, it's a small one. Huh? Oh, the furnace? Yeah. This is what you put it, either into the garage or into the or in the attic area. Usually we have, put in like my house, I put it on the one in attic, one in the garage, because I separate two systems. I have no room to put both of them in the garage. So I put it in the upstairs one, I put on the attic. Downstairs one, I put in the garage. Forced air, yes, we all force this air coming out. Gravity, those we don't really see here. I know it's like, there's a different type of heating system, the gravity. That's, from the bottom. Yeah. Heat pump. Heat pump, those are more like hot water circulating. You probably see those are in the New York area. The old building. So they come out with the heat pump. Yeah. And also that's a radiator too. Same thing, like a radiator style. Okay. Some of the heat pump on the bottom. And also electronics. So if it's electronics instead of natural gas, usually we heat it up, natural gas. Can the furnace be electronic? Sure. Some of the condo area, they just don't have a gas. So their furnace is electronics furnace. Okay. electric. So those are electric furnace though. Not electronic, electric. Propane. I don't think you want to, I don't think that's a portable one. Propane heating. Kerosene. Kerosene. What's that? You want to check on it? What's that? Kerosene. I said, well, I never noticed that. I said, what kinds of heating is that? Pillar stove. Okay. You can burn wood. You can burn oil. You got solar. Yeah, we know that because the solar panel you can be heating up. On that. Oh, okay. Those are the. Okay, that's in Japan. Now I know why they put it here. Kerosene. Those are, when I look at a picture, then I know, then I relate it. Those are the portable one. You got a heating oil on the bottom. And here's, they blow up the heat. There's one that heated up inside. So usually if you see the Japanese, TV or the soap opera, they maybe put the kettle, on top of the kerosene. Yeah. Now I know what's that. Yeah. Energy Star qualified equipment if it's an energy saving one. Yeah. High efficiency. Oh yeah. Most of them is like high efficiency. Unless you see the 30 years old air condenser. I ain't got no high efficiency. Combination. Did you ever see the furnace and air con combo? Unit. The whole unit, they combo. Usually where's it? On the ceiling. Some of a house, they put you think that's an air conditioning on the ceiling? Yeah, sometimes it's a condenser on the ceiling. Sometimes you see, oh boy, this is huge, bigger than the condenser. Why? Because the furnace and condenser combined. That's a huge unit. Those are you have to use a crane to install. You don't, the people you cannot carry on the top. No, on the roofing. You gotta have to use a crane. I'm done. When I see it on a commercial unit, warehouse, when they install like the combination, they use helicopter. Did you see that? On our building, on the I saw that on when the Lowe's building behind our office, Rolling High office, they use a crane to install each air conditioning system. You gotta what? Cool it down for the whole warehouse, right? That's a huge one. They use crane. They use helicopter, not crane. Helicopter carry and drop it and lift up and drop it on the roof. I figured they probably figured it might be cheaper than using the crane. Who knows? Yeah. Fireplace. We know that fireplace can be heated up. Okay. Humidity control. Like my house, you got a humidifier. There's a humidity control, on the furnace. Wood stove. You see the old Western style? Put in the wood, close the kettle. That's a wooden stove, heating system. Or if you don't have any, okay, for what I know, California, you cannot live without a heater. So the heating area, you gotta have a furnace or heating. Otherwise, for what I know, bank will not finance. You may not need the air conditioning system, but you require the heating system. Okay, wall mount or anything like that. Okay, I know it takes some time to go through everything, so we'll continue on Thursday for all the items. Yeah. So being a listing agent, you gotta pretty much know everything here. Otherwise, how do I know what feature they have? So that's why I take when you go on the list, when you sign a listing, when you took the photo, take as many as you could. I didn't tell you load all the photos to the MLS, but actually you took it because you need to fill in all the questions here. How do I know what they have? So you rather take all the photos. Could be sometimes I took easily a regular house. I probably take over 100 photos all around it. because then sometimes I need to have to see, what kinds of feature they have. It's not exactly what I want to put it on, because when you are there, you don't go through the checklist. Take photo faster. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Great question. The I never use a flat fee escrow. Why? Oh, the flat fee escrow usually is a discount escrow. Okay. And usually, who chooses escrow? Seller chooses escrow. The flat fee escrow, they may only give a seller flat fee. Did you think they give a buyer flat fee? What happened? They charge everything to buyer. So that's why, the purchase agreement, I don't put each on their own portion. I put 50-50. Why I start changing to 50-50? Because I noticed that. They charge maybe $500 to the seller, flat fee, and they charge $3,000 to the buyers. The buyer, some of the buyers didn't notice that. Oh, that costs that much? Okay, so take it. That's it. Unless the buyer fight back. Yeah. Oh, I rather, I don't choose those a flat fee, because put it this way, no free lunch. You get anything on a flat fee, they may charge you anything extra. Oh, you want this? It's extra. I want that? It's extra. Yeah. So it's different. It's a little bit different, like, all you can eat. Yeah. Just all you can eat. You say drink's not free. You gotta have to buy. It's not every restaurant they'll give you the drink including the drink. Sure, go ahead.
I know that you will know that.
Huh?
If somebody died in the house,
Yeah.
whether it's natural cause or not,
Mhm.
we want to get a report of it. We go to the police station.
And also, okay, you go to somebody passed away. If the buyer really concerned of that, you go to the police station or sheriff's station, depending on your area. You check is it because they only recorded for natural death. That means homicide, suicide, or accident. Anything natural death, no record.
Oh, I see.
Based on seller telling you or not. That's it. Ain't got no record. Because police, they don't keep the record for whoever passed away inside the house. Only the homicide, they have a record because they've been there.
The
Natural death, no. They don't keep the record.
So if you want a record, you go to CD?
No, CD doesn't have it either.
Oh, so they don't
No
have
record.
it.
Seller have to disclose it. Otherwise, you don't know. And if they're more than 3 years, seller doesn't have to disclose anymore. They are not. It's not illegal. I don't need to tell you. Yeah. After 3 years. After 3 years. They don't. Within 3 years. Okay, put it this way. Within 3 years, you have to disclose black and white. You mean you put a paperwork. Natural death. But on the other hand, the natural death, seller supposed disclose verbally. If they didn't disclose, what can I do? I cannot hold it responsible. Yes, homicide, suicide, or accident. It's like, kids drowned in the pool. That's an accident. Okay? Yeah, then that's for everyone.